Creative Moments by G. So happy that you could stop by today, and we're so happy to be here. We hope that you can stop by so that we can share, excuse me, some paper pumpkin with you. You know, we just want to wish everyone a safe and healthy day. You know, we're all going through a lot in the nation, and we want everyone just to be careful and take seriously all that we need to do so that we can get through this and go on about our lives. Well, we are very excited today. What we're going to bring to you, like I mentioned, we're going to be working with the paper pumpkin. And you know, we always like to start with a saying, right? When we start our lives. So here's our saying for today. Be the reason someone smiles today. Isn't that wonderful? I want to be the reason. I hope that I can bring some smiles to you today as we make this card together. And hopefully we can make some more cards together later on, whether it be on Facebook or on YouTube. But let's just go down to the design table and let's take a look at our paper pumpkin, the brand new one that we just received. There we are. So here is our paper pumpkin box, and many of you have already received it, and we were very excited to receive ours. Now, look at all the things you get. Are those just adorable? Look at those cute little rubber rain boots, right? Oh my goodness. And then you get a different kind. You get another punch out that you can use. You get some flowers. You get the cutest little bunny ever. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness. And then of course they always give you tags, lots of circles you can use. And then they give you some card sets. So they give you all these cards that you can use, and you can create, of course, your cards using these card sets, because they do give you some instructions, right, on exactly what you need to do. So you open this up and they have all the instructions, and we love that. But what we like to do is we always like to do some alternatives. Oh, and then don't forget, look at these lovely envelopes that they give you. So if you just wanted to do this, that would be perfect, right? You could make your cards. I believe there's 12. I think there's 12 cards you can make, no problem. But what do? We always like to make alternatives to give you a little bit of inspiration so that when you decide to open up your paper pumpkin, you too can create some alternative cards. Now, yes, when you create these cards, you do have to add a base card maybe, or maybe you have another stamp set that you want to use. And let me show you one. I have 9 that we need to show you, and we're going to make one together. But let me just show you this one. Here we go. We used Thank You for Being My Friend. That's from a different stamp set. And then this is from a different die cut. Of course, this is our best dress. And then look what we did. Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? Talking to you is sometimes all the therapy I need. And isn't that wonderful? Don't our family and friends do that for us? Oh my goodness. And we have our little bunny, our little cutout bunny that comes with the kit. And then this is a stamp that comes with the kit. And all we did is we just colored the little flowers. So that's just a teaser. We have 8 more cards to show you. But first, let's make a card, okay? Now this is going to be an interesting card because it has a diagonal cut to it. And you're probably wondering, oh my goodness, how do we make that diagonal cut? It is so easy. So you first cut just a regular base card, right? It's 8.5 by it's 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so we have our paper scored. And then all you have to do is you just put your paper, go from one point to the other, and then you slice it. and then you have a diagonal cut. Super easy, but makes a statement, right? So, excuse me, I still have a little cough from my sinus infection. Oh my goodness. So, we've made our diagonal cut already. Now, we decided to go over to the Best Dressed Designer Series paper and use this paper. We love this. Isn't this beautiful? This lime green and white. Oh, I think it really just adds to this. And we did the same thing. We just cut a piece of paper that was 5.5 by 4 1/4. And let me just show you again so you can see it. We just took it and we put it in just like this. And then we sliced it to be a triangle. See how easy that was? It's not hard at all. It really looks much more difficult than it is. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to just put this down on our card. And remember, stick around to the end because we have those other 8 alternatives to show you. Oh, oops, he ran away from me. They are really quite different than what you would expect to see. Very, very different. So we are going to just put this down on the card. Okay. And then what we did is we just took a piece of garden green cardstock. We absolutely love this cardstock. It is such high quality. And you know what's nice is when you get kits like the paper pumpkin, the green that's in there matches the green of the cardstock. And doesn't that make it nice? It takes out all the work so you don't have to worry about it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put this down right here on the inside of our card so that we have that down and we don't have to worry about it. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue, not a lot of glue. I'm going to lay that down. And I'm going to use my silicone mat because I don't want to get it on my paper either. We're just going to lay it down. Okay. So there we have the first part of the card. Very unique, right? Well, now we have to put something on the front. So what we did is we are taking one of the pieces out of the paper pumpkin. Isn't that cute? Look at those little rubber rain boots. Aren't they cute? And they have the prettiest little flowers on the top. So we're going to take that. But you know, it really needs to be set apart, right? So what we're going to do is we are taking some paper, some coordinating colors, and we are simply going to use our punch. Now this is a 3-inch punch. We're just going to punch this out, and this is petal pink. And then we're going to take some Calypso coral, and remember, all the dimensions will be listed on my YouTube channel and also on my blog. So give me until tomorrow and we will post this video on YouTube, and there'll also be a link to our blog, and it'll have all the supplies and dimensions that you need. So when we were designing it, we were thinking, okay, we're going to put it together, but this one was too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our little mini chopper. Oh my goodness, too cute. And we are going to cut it 1 3/4 inch. I think that's exactly where it needs to be so that it doesn't, you know, take too much away from this beautiful color, but just enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it just like that, and then we're going to end up putting it on here. See, it just adds to it, right? Just adds to it. Now, the way we're going to get this on here is we are going to use our tape runner, and we're going to put it on the back of the boots, just a little bit on the boots. Okay, I'm going to go in a little closer so we can see. So we just have a little bit of tape runner, and now we want to make sure we get this just where we need it so it's not underneath. And there we have it. Okay, now we're going to set this up on dimensionals because we love to set things up on dimensionals, right? It just adds to it. So we're going to turn it upside down, and I tell you, we just loved this paper pumpkin set. Oh my goodness. Once we got involved and we saw all the things you could make, and we still have all those cards that we can use, but we wanted to go ahead and see what we could come up with as an alternative for everyone. And so my sister and I worked on those, and I think you're really going to like what we came up with. Okay, so everybody's off, all our dimensions, and we're just going to set it up just like that. So there we have it. Now, we're going to put this, very simple, right? But now remember, this is a diagonal cut, so you can only put your dimensions right below this, or you'll stick the whole card together, and that wouldn't be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a pen, just a little pen, and I'm going to mark so I know exactly where I'm supposed to put my dimensionals. So below this line is where I'm going to put my dimensionals. So we're going to get some of those, and I'm going to make sure one more time that I have it just where I need it, right? It's going to go just like that, okay? So they need to be on this side. So, and you don't have to put that many, you know? You really don't. I think it'll travel just fine in the mail, and this would be such a cute card to send your family or your friends. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I get it just like that, right where I needed it. See, right where my lines were. Now that's off just a little bit, so I'm going to put it right there. And there we have this. Isn't that pretty? I love the coordinating colors. You can see the green, and it picks up the green right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I have already punched out using this I Believe in You. And this came with the paper pumpkin. So what I did was I used one of our punches, and here's the punch I used. Isn't that cute? So I am going to use the champagne rhinestones. They're not rhinestones, they're really like little droplets. I'm going to use those, and I'm going to put one on either side of this saying. Okay, so I can't use the big ones because they're a little bit too big. So I'm going to use the small one. And let's see if I can get that picked up. This is your take your pick tool that works so well. So we're just going to pick him up. And we're going to put it right there. Let's see. Right there on the end. And we're going to pick up. This is the medium size too. This is not the larger one. We're going to pick him up and put him right there. Make sure he gets in the right spot. Okay. So there we have that. We're just going to move this to the side. Now we're going to use our little mini dimensionals because you don't want them showing over when you put it up, right? No. So we are going to, and I can't see, I'm sorry, but I can't see any of your comments. I don't know what's up with Facebook. Now we are going to put this right in here, right here on the green. We're just going to put I Believe in You right here. Just kind of center it. And there we have it. Now, you can write your message over here. You can still write your message here. You'll be able to see it. And this is an alternative for what they have when you receive the paper pumpkin. Now let me scoot out just a little bit. So this is the card we made today. Very, very simple. Use the punch outs from the kit and also the stamp set, but yet makes a statement, right? So pretty. So now our next one, oh, look at this one. We used the note card that came with the kit, but we layered it with cardstock, and then we embossed this one with our curls and swirls. Look at that. that just really sets off this cute little boot that comes, little rain boot. And then we added a flower on top from the kit. Once again, I believe in you. And these little flowers were from another paper pumpkin kit. And then look at this. You are capable of amazing things. See how pretty that alternative turned out. So nice. And then I showed you this one earlier. I gave you a little quick look at this one. This, of course, used a die set that we have. And there's our cute little bunny that comes with the kit. Isn't he adorable? And you can use that. Once you get the kit, you have the stamps. You have everything you need to do your little Easter cards, right? Okay, now here's another alternative that we did. Look at that. This is the stamp of the bunny that you get, that you actually have for like Easter. And we simply made a background of the bunnies. And then we used our label punches again. Look at that. Isn't he cute? Hello there. You made my day. And then we used simply a border cutout die. I think those colors really make a statement. I love that black and white background. And it's so easy to do a background with these stamp sets. Okay, so we have that one. Now look at this one. Oh my goodness, a little bit similar to what we just made with you today, the diagonal cut. Use the same little rain boots, but this is just a regular card. We stamped umbrellas as our background. We added little raindrops, and then we used their stamp. No matter the weather, we're in this together. Oh, really, really nice. And we also use this. Now this comes from a different stamp set. This actually comes from the Easter Promise stamp set. Those beautiful, beautiful flowers there. Aren't they pretty? And then we just colored them. This one is a nice, really sturdy card that is so pretty with the umbrella stamped as the background. Now this one's a little bit different. We kind of went abstract on this. We used our punch and we just punched out alternating colors to go with this background that of course is with the designer series paper that you can buy that has umbrellas in it and hearts and raindrops. And so we simply stamped wishing you brighter days ahead. And then look what we put on the inside. We put our little rubber boots. And put, I'm here if you need me. Isn't that nice? Just a perfect card to go out now to your family and friends, right? Now, we went kind of crazy doing backgrounds. We used our little bunny again. We stamped some backgrounds on some paper. We used this paper is once again from the designer series paper, which all those materials and supplies will be listed, remember, on our blog or on the YouTube video once it goes up tomorrow. And then we just used our little blends to color him. Now look at this really pretty ribbon. Can you see that? It's just delicate, right? It's so nice. And then you open it up. I made you a card because you're worth it. Just a wonderful message to send to your family and friends, right? Now, we did another background, but this time with our little rubber boots, and put, you are capable of amazing things. And we just simply punched out the labels, and then we split them so that we could have a wider label, right? And then we just layered it several times with different mats. But this is just a background, just stamped, and then you use your ink to stamp over it. This is an interesting stamp, by the way. The first time you stamp it, it's just an outline in black. And then you use your next stamp to stamp that beautiful little design. So it's a two-step process. So cute though, right? Now, we did something a little different. You actually get some stamps that will stamp some clouds, right? So this time, we did a Z fold and we used our punched out rubber boots. And then you open it up and we just raise these on dimensionals. No matter the weather, we're in this together. We added a few raindrops, and I don't know if you can see that, but you get little raindrops. I don't think you can see it. You get little raindrops with this kit. They are so cute. And then all we did was we cut this out to match the label, and we added our rhinestones. So they are ready with their little boots for all this rain. Okay, and then finally, we did a fun fold. We did a gate fold, and you just open it up. Once again, we used our adorable little rubber boots. And down here, we just put, always remember, I'm thankful for you. And this was just another sentiment that we got from a different stamp set. And if you notice on this, we embossed this. Can you see? Oh yeah, you can see. We just embossed this, and you can use anything that you have. I mean, the embossing folders that looks like bricks would be beautiful. The swirls and curls would be beautiful. And there we have it. All our cards that we made as alternatives. Well, what do you think about those alternatives? Weren't they? I think they're so creative. We just sat and thought, we've got to come up with something so creative to give everyone a little bit of inspiration. Well, I hope you enjoyed your 20 minutes with me today. And go out and have a great day. Be creative in your crafting. Share a smile with someone. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.